everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Rima and I'm here with another guidance session. This is going to be a coffee cup reading for the month of November 2023 for the sign of Virgo. So if you have Sun, Moon or Rising in Virgo, or if you're watching for a cross watcher and someone who's dear to your heart is a Virgo, this is the video that you might want to watch. I wanted to thank you all for supporting my channel. If you have been with me for a while or if you just joined, thank you. I really appreciate your support. So let's get your energy aligned with me and let's see what kind of messages we're going to receive for November for Virgo and what do we need to know. Let's just start the reading and see what is coming up for Virgo. Wow, Virgo, there is a beautiful message coming from a person. I can see that you have been really praying for that, or this has been really on your wish list, and it's coming through. So also I can tell you that if you know someone's wish, I don't know if you want to give them a gift for Christmas or if it's just a generosity for Thanksgiving or anything that you're thinking about, you will be able to make someone very, very happy just by I don't know, I see a wish list and someone who's very very happy, very satisfied from what they've got. So it can be you or it can be someone else who you're doing this for them, but in both cases it's really beautiful. I see a magical energy. Some of you are really again wishing for something which really feels like it's not going to be easy to get, like it's a wish and very magical, but magically it comes true and you get very satisfied. For some, I can say that someone is praying for you, someone is wishing you that like this happens and you feel satisfied. I can also say that maybe you did something good to someone, but that person couldn't really afford to thank you enough, but they are praying for you. And with their prayer, I don't know, somehow you really get what you wanted. Somehow your wish also comes true. It's very positive. I see a microphone. I don't know, for specific people, if you're thinking about singing or somehow doing things that has to do with a microphone, like singer or having a talk show, I can see that you can do that. I see some worries about a baby's not health but what they eat, so be careful if you're feeding your baby something. I don't know, like there might be a product that later they say it's a recall, or there might be concerns about the safety of that product. But again, I just see that you need to be careful what you're feeding the baby, or even feeding your family in general, or your own health and your own well-being. There might be some recalls that we might hear. Also, if your child go to a daycare, I mean, you might want to, I don't know what they feed the kids. I don't know, because I feel like there's something about that. There might be also a virus that's being I don't know, like exposed by food, or it's a stomach virus, or someone might get stomach virus, but this is nothing to be worried, doesn't cause any problem. I see a very quick idea coming to your head, but again, don't share it with everyone. I mean, just don't trust everyone. Be very mindful of who you're talking about your ideas with, because as I said, not everyone might I don't know, might be loyal, or not everyone might think that this is your idea. There might be some arguments later about this, about the, I don't know, I feel like about the ownership. There might be an argument about the custody, can be about children as well. So just be careful, whatever is yours, I don't know, somehow protected, or you need to make sure that it's protected. I see some kind of focus on a situation which is very, if you're starting a project, if you're starting something fresh, it's a new thing, you might need to watch it closely. Like if you are if you have a business, if you just started a business, watch closely. Don't trust, I'm not gonna say trust, but just don't leave it for others to do the hard work. Don't leave it for others to grow to work to grow your business. You have to be present, specifically if it's something that is just formed, because no one like you, safe, can take care of it and can do the best to protect the business, the child, whatever it is, your project. Yeah, you need to be present. Also, if you have property, if you have money that's managed by other people, again, that's the same thing. I see the same thing. You need to be present. You need to be there. So don't leave your things to other people. I don't know, someone might get a good job as a security, I don't know, like a security person. It might, I know, maybe it's a second job, maybe it's a second shift that's going to be bringing a lot of income. There is a meeting, or there is something that basically there is someone who you meet in a cafeteria, and this person, again, you will talk about things that are very important. It can be romance. You definitely see each other in a cafeteria, and I see that this person is they're trying to gain your trust. I'm not sensing anything bad, but just be very mindful of what you're saying, because this person, their actions are very, very controlled, and they are being very careful of what they are saying. Again, I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all. It can be very actually good. But don't get excited, and like, I feel like maybe you come home and you say, I didn't really realize what I said, or I don't know what exactly I responded to this person where they said this. So you just need to be very present, specifically if you're drinking with them. If it's a bar and both of you are drinking, you might not remember what has been said. So just be careful about that. Because it's an important thing. I see someone might have weird dreams, or be careful if you are going into someone's room while they're sleeping. Like, for example, your child is sleeping, your teenager is sleeping, or your spouse, your father, they're sleeping, and you go into their room very quietly. They might be very, very scared. So try not to scare people, specifically if they're sleeping, because they might wake up, and I don't know, they might not expect you to be there. Something like that. If I see a situation that someone is sleeping and they wake up in horror. So again, I leave it for you to kind of see how it might apply to you. And something else that I saw in other readings for this month, if you're watching before Halloween, please be careful about Halloween parties that you're going. I see that there might be some kind of like some kind of aggressive behavior in Halloween parties. I don't know why I sensed that, but I wanted to put it out there. It's not for any specific sign. It's for the general feeling that I've got since I'm doing these November readings. And I try to release them before Halloween, so hopefully you're watching it and share it with others. But I definitely see that in certain places in the world, or maybe, I don't know, there might be a lot of conflict in Halloween party, and there might be some messages, or somehow it might be different than every year. So be careful. There might be a little bit of violence that I'm sensing, which is not normal, as you know, because Halloween parties, they're supposed to be fun, but again, I feel a little bit of problem there. I see neighbor kindness from a neighbor. Hopefully it's between countries. Maybe neighboring countries are helping each other. Maybe they are offering support. They're offering help. If your neighbor is sick, or you have a new neighbor in the neighborhood, you might offer, or if you are new, they might offer some like gesture of kindness to you. They might bring something to you, or some of your neighbors might be able to help you if they are a doctor, if they are a teacher, if they are somehow kindness is there. And in the bigger picture, as I said, there might be neighbor countries helping, offering, supporting each other. And I see it in like an apartment complex that is happening there. Yeah, maybe like the elevator is not working, and neighbors help each other, or help the older neighbors to help them like with the transportation. I don't know. I see that just very kindness, or maybe there's an emergency and they're taking the emergency stairs. But neighbors are very kind and helpful. Someone is very upset about their sins or about what they've done wrong. They're very regretful, and they are trying to ask for forgiveness in their solitude, and maybe they're even punishing themselves, and they think they deserve a punishment. If it is you, don't be like that. I think everything can be forgiven, hopefully. I don't know, I mean, but I see this is a guilt that someone is putting on their shoulders, that they're on their own shoulders. They're just being guilty because other people have made them feel guilty, or somehow it's not right, like it's not true, or this guilt is not yours, or it's not this big. So the amount of guilt with the amount of punishment or sadness that this person is experiencing is not in balance. Someone, be careful with your jewelry. Maybe an earring or a ring might be misplaced or might be lost. And also, if you're smoking, be careful where you drop your cigarettes, because you might cause a fire. Also, you might be careful about what you say. There might be chance of a fire, Virgo, with something that is said, with an unintentional word, or maybe you express your feelings, maybe you express your opinion, and that could bring a fire to a place. Not literally a fire, like a tension. I definitely see the tension, but not for you, Virgo, only. As I said, it's a public energy I'm feeling about the tension. Be very careful about how you propose things, how you put your ideas on the table. I see a lot of flights. I see a lot of objects in the air, a lot of flying. Some of you might be flying many times, or maybe you're watching the full moon and there is a lot of birds, because I see the full moon and a lot of birds flying in the background. Someone needs to go to the doctor's, to the dentist office for a long period of time. Maybe you have I don't know, like a root canal or something that you need to go, or implant that takes a couple of sessions, not just one. I need to go for multiple times. Someone has a headache. Don't worry, it's mostly for your sinus. Maybe it's an infection or ear infection. And I see that someone is like postponing going to the doctor or checking something about their health. I don't see anything. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a healthcare professional. You definitely have to check with your medical professionals. But I just see that you're postponing something in regards to your health. I see a panda. Some people might feel a little bit lazy. They think that they need to, specifically if they think that they need to rest because they are retired. So actually, some people might feel like, okay, now I'm retired, but I'm still working so hard. Maybe like I'm helping my kids, I'm helping my spouse. So I thought I can enjoy my life now that I'm retired, but I'm still working. Or maybe they're working because they need the salary. Or maybe someone is thinking about retirement, even early retirement. But there might be a regret, so try to balance your thoughts before you do that. I see a flip-flop that's slippery. Be careful not to fall. I see a flip-flop that maybe is not, I don't know, maybe it's wet or somewhere wet. It might cause you fall. It might also be a fake promise, or like a promise which is not really, it doesn't have any basis. So don't react, don't move, don't take any decision, don't take action on other people's votes, or something that is not really, you don't know how much it's guaranteed, because something is really loose, something is not serious. Someone might, maybe it's not, they are not serious with you. If in a bigger picture, it can be from someone or some organization in the Eastern countries, like maybe Asian countries. So someone might say something and they didn't mean it. Maybe it's a language barrier and you thought it's a guarantee, but it's not a guarantee. It can be it can be a deal, it can be I don't know, it can be anything. Specifically if it's a health thing, if you are going for a surgery there to those countries, if you're going for a beauty procedure, make sure you understand what exactly they mean. I see a little bit of misunderstanding, that one part thought that it's more serious, but the other party didn't have this in mind, and it might cause a little bit of confusion. Wow, beautiful, beautiful energy. I see some people Number one, I see a dolphin is a very happy energy. I see beautiful rays of light. If you're a teacher, I see that there might be advances in, like you might start using some kind of technology. Or if you work in any kind of, I don't know, I see books, but it can be any kind of job. You might start doing more using technology to kind of up to date your business, up to date your level of performance or information or knowledge. Someone is feeling that they need to update themselves, they need to upgrade maybe even their business, because maybe they are looking at the numbers and the expenses and it doesn't make sense because they're not using technology. I mean, technology can help you a lot, and I feel like some people might feel like there's no way and they have to get connected with the technology, they have to start using the technology, get comfortable with it, specifically if they're older. Something is almost final, but it's not complete. You need to be a little bit more patient. Again, I see the energy of relaxing, retirement, enjoying your life, but still, there is a little bit of a peace of mind which is lacking. There are good news, beautiful beds. Maybe you're somewhere, or you might retire somewhere, or you might travel somewhere when you're retiring, that there are beds, beautiful nature, or you might buy a place in the outside of the city and you enjoy that. Uh, there is a dark wall. If you have a wall in your home that is dark, I don't know, I would suggest to change the color. It's a little bit dark, or maybe there's something on the wall that gives you some kind of insecurity. I don't remember. I can't really say it's in your home or it's somewhere else. There's something on the wall that I feel that it might not be very much matched with your energy. I see a pregnancy. Someone might be really late in their pregnancy and they have a very busy mind. There are a lot of things that they are thinking about. There are a lot of things they are checking. A lot of, I'm not gonna say anxiety, but there are things that occupies their head, their mind, and they're thinking about it. Like, I don't know how things might end up with the baby. I see someone is moving very quietly. Maybe you go back to work and you hear the next week that someone has quitted. Someone quit, and it might be very like it might be a shock to other people. Um, yeah, again, be careful around Halloween. Be careful about with different people. People might act weird. People might dress up weird, more so than every year. So I just want to send this message that be careful. There might be some conflicts, and we need to all be careful. Okay, there we go. That was your reading for November. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much, and until the next time, stay blessed.